I'm here getting ready for my work day, and I woke up really inspired today from the past couple days and just some things that have been happening. And the big theme right now in my life that I'm understanding is how obvious it is that we hold repressed emotions in our body tissues for years and years and years and years and years, and how it manifests into something physical if we are not flowing those emotions, if we don't process that hurt or whatever, like if we shame ourselves or if we feel guilty about something, how we hold that in our body tissues, and how important it is for us to know how to uplift ourselves, how to free ourselves from the weight of our thoughts that don't support us to grow and thrive and heal. And different things have happened that people have had these amazing revelations from using the Alba method, this healing approach that I've created that teaches us how to be our own inner shaman and how to go inside and get all that information that is just waiting there for us to be discovered and to be coming back to balance and alignment. And I thought I'd make this video today to I was wondering, how do other people cope, with the weight of their own thoughts and emotions and past? And I'm really curious, and I'd love it if you want to share, what do you do to get yourself out of that shame cycle or guilting cycle? How do you release yourself of your guilt? I would love to see. Swipe left. Comments. I'm just looking here to see who's on. Hi. If you want, just say hi. Do you know how to uplift yourself? I wonder, is this something that I just have struggled with in my life and nobody else is? Or, because what I notice in my life is the people that come to me are people that are very unaware that they literally are holding luggages, suitcases, big crates of emotional shame, emotional guilt, emotions of not accepting the past or feeling like their past is bad or negative. And so something that I would love to share is just a couple of tips on what I do in my work in the Alba method, but also in my life. And one of the most powerful ways to just be a river, a stream, and let your emotions flow, because your emotions are energy, first of all. And any little thought you have that causes you to feel contracted and not good, it's literally holding in your body, especially if you don't accept yourself, if you don't forgive yourself, if you're hard on yourself, you literally harden your tissues. And it's interesting because something I've noticed is the people that are hard on themselves develop tumors. That's right. And it's just, I've been doing this for so long that I'm seeing patterns that people have. So if you're hard on yourself right now, something you can do is to practice literally being loving, soft, kind to yourself. And a way that I have worked on this myself is by leaning back throughout my day. So literally, I will take some time before I have a meal, for example, and in my car when I'm driving, and I'll just lean back. I'll literally lean back. I'll spend some time leaning back throughout my day, because a lot of us are doing things forward, like when we're on the phone, when we're typing, when we're driving. Some of us are driving holding onto the steering wheel really tightly, and all of those things cause us to connect more to the energy of tension. So if you want to be a person that goes with the flow of life and surrenders and allows life, that is all gonna be more embracing of the feminine energy. We have a lot of this masculine energy overload and imbalance. That's why I created the Soulfish movement, so that we can be living from this balanced male and female energy within us. And that's a way of uplifting yourself, actually. Get out of only the masculine mode and get more intimate with yourself. Go inside. Take those E3 breaths that I teach everybody, because that makes you elongate and expand and actually be able to listen to your intuition. And so a way to uplift yourself is to get into this mode of, I'm gonna lean back throughout my day, and I'm gonna feel supported by life, supported by God, supported by all my angels. See my angels over there? they're always got my back. This is just how I've chosen to live my life and to believe that I am not alone, that I am loved, and that I love myself. And listen, when I have a whole paparazzi of angels surrounding me and loving me, and I believe that, it's a lot easier to love myself. And hey, maybe that was my coping mechanism, because I definitely have been really hard on myself in the past. So I had to come up with these ways of brainwashing myself to love myself. And a big part of that has been being grateful. So that's another healing, uplifting way to be with ourselves, is aside from leaning back into life physically and throughout your day, is also to be grateful. To be grateful throughout your day, and just as every red light, let's just say, every red light, the color red, red for love, you can ask yourself, what am I grateful for? And then when you go to the bathroom, you can also ask yourself, what am I grateful for? And you can be grateful that you're going to the bathroom and that you're regular, because some people can't even go poopy. Some of us are so stressed out chronically that we can't even have normal bowels. I work with people like this, and we do tummy massage, and we literally learn the diaphragmatic breathing because that relaxes you. So some of us have inability to have just the natural rhythms that, the natural cycles, going to the bathroom, orgasming. That's another one that I feel a lot of us, just from what I see and what I hear, and the fact that 30% of women on the planet orgasm. Can you believe this? That's a statistic from International Women's Day. So some of us are just walking around way too stressed out to be able to even think about, let alone, having pleasure in our life, having a regular poopy, and getting good sleep. Those are other things that are not happening to us naturally. So a way to uplift ourselves is to be grateful for whatever's happening. Whether it's you're constipated, you're not getting good sleep, be grateful for it, because whatever's happening to you is happening to you for you to grow, to heal, to come back into alignment with your soul, with who you really are. This is what I've come to learn from life, and also just from working with people for so many years, that the cancer, the tumor, the cold, the allergies, the lack of sleep, the insomnia, the depression, the anxiety, be grateful for it, and really be grateful for it, not just repeating, I'm grateful for it. Asking yourself, how can I grow from this? What is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? And to say, thank you, body, for having this, because I know you love me. I know you love me, body. I know that you care so much that you're trying to get my attention. I mean, I've even had clients that they break their foot and they cannot work. I had a doctor patient who, she broke her arm, and she did her best to just go right back to work. She's a workaholic, and later on, a couple months later, she broke her foot. And then she couldn't go back to work. And she literally said in the healing session, when she was breathing into her foot and asking her foot, what's the blessing? She said, oh my God, I think I'm working too much. And she didn't like her schedule, and she was just kind of working on autopilot, because that's what she was raised to be, a hard worker. You have to be there for yourself. Nobody else is going to be there. So she was being motivated by fear. And her soul, her body, caused her to slow down, to stop. And that was actually the first time she came to take some time off for herself. She made time to be off of work, and she realized that there wasn't much else that she was really inspired by in her life, and that made her feel sad. So doing this deeper connecting to our truth, to our soul, to our essence, our intuition, those are ways of uplifting ourselves, because all the answers are within us. So just to recap a little here, we can be grateful for whatever's going on. That's a way to uplift ourselves, right? And to trust that life is happening for you. And then to make the time to lean back and feel the support that our Creator has for us, that life has for us, that we ourselves are giving us by leaning back and taking those moments to just embody feeling supported. That relaxes your adrenal glands. And a lot of us are running around with our adrenal glands on fire. If your low back hurts you and you haven't really done anything physically to be in pain, that might be some emotional pain. Maybe you're not supporting yourself emotionally by actually being with your emotions and letting your stress flow. And then maybe you can also perceive more gratitude. It would be really helpful to shift whatever you think is not going your way, to shift into gratitude, and just, you could write down all the things that are being challenged right now in your life and say thank you for that, thank you for that, thank you for that one too. And then take time, lean back, and how can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Because I trust that the world is a kind world, the universe is kind, and it's simply there to teach me something. This is the way that I approach my life now, and let me tell you, my body feels a lot lighter, and I feel a lot more clarity in my life. I feel more peace and love, and what I really get is that whether someone loves me or not is not, that's their stuff. I'm a very loving being, and sometimes people can't handle all that love in my life, and I haven't been able to handle all that love in my life, honestly, and I haven't been able to receive love in the past from my, I don't want to get too personal here, but I haven't, in the past, I've had a struggle because I didn't feel lovable, I didn't feel worthy. And I know that I'm not alone. I know that a lot of us are pushing love away the way I did. But you see, that was a blessing in my life, in a past relationship, that I had to push this beautiful man away from me that loves me and adores me because I wasn't able to receive what I don't have inside myself. If I don't love myself, if I don't feel that I'm worthy of being loved by me, I'm not going to be able to receive that. So you know how we say we attract what we are? We don't get what we want, we get what we are. Sometimes you do get what you want, actually, but then you don't know how to receive it, so you push it away. And then, I'm so grateful that I have these ways of thinking now, these ways of perceiving it's really based on quantum physics. Just everything I've learned about quantum physics, I start to think, well, okay, if we're energy and we're attracting what we are, and this is how life is happening, then I can be grateful for what I'm attracting because it's simply there to show me where am I at. So if someone is not able to love you, or if you're pushing love away, that's a beautiful opportunity to reflect and say, where am I on this love scale? Do I need to love myself more? Do I need to accept myself more? Are there parts of me that I'm ashamed of? If there's anything that you're hiding about yourself, that you hide from people, that you don't like to talk about, that you would never tell anyone, that's a sign that you're holding on to some shame, and that maybe you're scared of being rejected, and you're not accepting yourself, or else you could talk about it. Like for me, I was ashamed about the first sexual experience I had, and I would never talk about it, and I didn't even know that that was something that was bothering me. And the more I purged out the shame that I had held for so many years, the judgments that I had, that I was dirty, that nobody would want me, the more that I've been able to realize that God loves me, I am a child of God, all of us are, we're all special, we're all sacred. The more that I have accepted my past, learned from it, what did it teach me? It taught me to have healthy boundaries, it taught me to speak up. And take care of myself and be selfish, be an advocate for what's true for my heart. So now when I look back on what happened to me when I was 14, when I was so young, I have compassion for myself, where before I was hard on myself about it. So now I can actually talk about it without breaking down because I've purged those emotions, and I'm not so affected by the story like I used to be because it's been processed in my tissues. And I wish this for all of us, to just wake up to the fact that, yes, if you're still shaming, blaming, guilting yourself, it is gonna eventually show up somewhere, okay? If you're still holding on to it, maybe, and how do I know if I'm still holding on to stuff? You have a hard time feeling joy. Is it hard for you to feel joy? Is it hard for you to feel happy, like really happy inside your body? Do you struggle with that? Do you wake up in the morning feeling alive and full of vitality and excited about getting out of bed? Or do you feel groggy and down and you don't want to get out of bed? So you can ask yourself, how do I feel right now? Do I feel weighed down or do I feel light? And our nature is to feel light. Our nature is to be free. Our nature is to be like this little feather. Our nature is to be breathing in oxygen, processing our emotions, to be like this little feather, light and strong and resilient. To be present is our nature, and we're constantly moving. We're very dynamic. We're little vibrating molecules of energy. This is what we are. Yet so much of us, we spend time still. We hold emotions. We sit in a chair for 6 to 8 hours. We don't move. And maybe we're also rigid in our beliefs and our thoughts, and we're stifling ourselves. So I encourage everybody to learn how to dance, how to sing, to just spend some time walking and making love. That's a great exercise. And to have more fluidity also in your thoughts, to be more in alignment with the fact that you are dynamic, that you're waves and particles of energy, to spend time listening to music and dancing and moving yourself so that you can reconnect to what you are. And that's another way to uplift ourselves. So I hope this little video sharing, I gotta go, I can feel it, it's time, has benefited you. Have a beautiful day. Spread the love. If you got inspired by this video, share it with a friend, share it on a group. And if you want some more information of how to get more connected to your intuition, how to get more in the flow of your life, and how to release any blockages of emotions, anything that you're feeling blocked. Maybe you're feeling chronic muscular tension. I can work with you with that too. And I'd love to teach you how to be your own source of release, how to master the art of release, and how to heal at the speed of light so that you can be more productive at work, more focused, and also just all around more creative and connected to that creative animal nature that we truly are, that intuitive side of us. That a lot of us, I think we're spending a lot of time in our head, and we struggle with clarity. We struggle making thoughts, like decisions about things, because we're so much in our head and we're not tapping into our intuition. So that's something that this work that I do, the Alva Method of Empowerment, helps you to get connected. It teaches you literally in your body's your template, how to connect, how to be more intuitive, how to be more connected to your body and to listen to the wisdom of your body, which it's so powerful to live this way because I literally get woken up with ideas, names for programs, and just the different steps to different programs that I'm creating. I'm just a ball of creativity, and I'm learning now to really focus my energy, and I'm focusing on healing at the speed of light. Because that's our nature. It's our nature to be psychic and intuitive. That's our nature to be that. Just like it's our nature to breathe, it's our nature to digest, it's our nature to orgasm. And yet so many of us are not connected to our nature, which is all to be omnipresent. You know, we're miracles. And I'm here to remind you, and again and again and again, because it is so much fun. Life is such an adventure. And yes, I am aware that there is suffering going on in the planet. I am aware of everything that's going on in the planet. However, my focus, whatever I focus on, is going to expand. So the more we are grateful for whatever's happening in the planet, and the more we say, how can I be a source of love and light? How can I let go of all the fear that's keeping me small? How can I be the fullest authentic expression of love that I'm here to be? We're going to create changes, global, universal shifts that I really feel is why a lot of things are happening. Comment down below, let me know what you think, okay? Because that's what I wish to expand, is love. I wish to expand acceptance in the planet. I wish to expand more community, more connection with us. And it's okay whatever's happened in the past, because we can turn it all into fertilizer so that we can grow, okay? We're so creative, why not, right? Have a beautiful day, bye.